Alright, recording. We live. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Panda, and we're at the Creative Space, Greensboro, North Carolina, and I'm with the family. I want y'all to introduce yourself real quick, MG.
You start
with you.
All right. MG, Michael Garris Photography is my IG. M.Garris Photography on Facebook. Check me out.
G.
Giovanni Hood. You can find me on Instagram at Giovanni Hood.
Jesse.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? It's me.
That's where we at right now. And yes.
Yeah, it's Mr. Lamar Yaz, Lamar Yaz Productions, Photography and Videography.
See how you put a J in there to chill?
You know, that's the DJ naturally comes out though. You're gonna spit a couple bars for us real quick.
So we just put a point in. So what we're doing here, we got 5 black men that's prospectively in the photography field, and what we're trying to do is we're gonna come once a month to talk about current events. And I think for this first video, we can kind of set it off with what we do in the photography realm, in the videography realm, in the fashion realm, and just kind of like have a roundtable conversation about some of the stuff that's going on, and just kind of an introductory for this first one. So G, since you're the kind of not really a shooter, but you kind of dabble a little bit, tell everybody what you do.
So I produce fashion shows. I do a little bit of everything, really and truly. There's not too much I can't do. I just don't do photography. I leave that to my guys because they're all pros at what they do. And they're amazing.
But you play around with it a little bit though, don't you?
I have in the past, but I know that my guys are better at it than I am. So it's like I'll do it for fun, but it's not anything that I'm going to try to get paid for. My guys get paid for that because they're awesome at what they do.
MG done gave his whole social media spill. We know what you do, but tell people what you're good at.
Oh yeah, it's a couple things. When we talking about photography, right?
Get at everything, huh?
Not everything. I mean, I deal with a dabble. But yeah, as far as shooting, I've been doing it almost 3 years now. It was something I picked up from graduation. My daughter was graduating. I bought a camera. I said, you know what? I'm going to take these pictures. And the next thing you know, I started shooting more and more, and it became this thing. It was very therapeutic. I mean, a lot of people think, I'm just going to pick up a camera, I'm going to make money off of it, and it wasn't even about the money. It was about, appreciating the art, capturing moments, and something that I enjoy doing. So, of course, if I could take a picture, make some change off of it, I will. But yeah, I just like creating,
All right, I got you. I feel you 100%. Jesse, tell me a little about yourself, your photography journey.
And I can talk all day. I first got into it around 2012. I was working at a studio called the Alderman Company in High Point, and it just went along with the fact that them doing photography, watching the photographers do while I was setting stuff up, building up ceiling fans and for them to shoot and stuff like that. I liked what I saw when it came, with the aftermath of what they were producing. And so it was definitely a trend when it came to seeing stuff like that. I traveled over the world with them, within the United States, and
so you kind of behind the scenes with it.
Yeah, as a grip, and just
then it made you want to pick up a camera and do it yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. And the man with many talents, Mr. Lamar Yaz. Chill.
I started out as a DJ doing music and everything. I was on gigs. I bought my first camera actually to promote myself as a DJ. I started taking my camera with me to gigs, just snapping pictures, posting them on Facebook. Next thing you know, people started hitting me up, asking me to do photography and DJing. And so after a while of doing it, I realized I could make a couple bucks, and I started learning it, in which it turned into a passion. At first, it was just for the couple bucks, but then now, years later, I really enjoy it. I'm passionate. I like creating. Cheers.
And me myself, I was an artist. I started off as an artist. I paint, draw. Went to North Carolina A&T State University, Aggie Pride.
Awesome.
With art degree. I always took Polaroid pictures, stuff like that as a young child. Had disposable cameras, but I never really wanted to. I was always scared to shoot because of the financial burden of buying cameras. The stuff was expensive. But one day my sister-in-law actually brought a camera. She brought one on QVC with payments. And I said, hey, I can pay payments. So I bought one off of Walmart, put it on a credit card. It's down here from there. But we all have our own little things we're good at, our own little special styles. My first question is, do you think it's important to tell a story with your work? Jesse?
Yes, absolutely.
Why?
Because when you have a person that views the photo, it portrays something.
Okay, but is it important that they view it the way you want them to view it, or you let them pull their own interpretation from the photo? Gotta think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it can go both ways, but then, say when I did the Black Lives Matter, I was in there capturing the emotion, especially when they were speaking through the PA system. I'd done a couple of iconic photos with them pouring their emotions out on what needed to be heard.
Well, I think you do a lot more event photography. You do a lot more real life photography than say I do or say MG do. So I guess yours is a little different now.
Yeah, because from 2012, I didn't have no studio. I didn't know about lighting. I was mainly in them streets.
In the streets. Man, take it to the streets. Take it to the streets. MG, do you try to tell a story with your work?
Now I do. I mean, in the beginning, it was more so, let me learn the technical aspect of it. Let me make sure I have everybody in focus. Let me make sure that I'm not cutting off limbs. So yeah, I was learning the fundamentals of photography. So as far as creating a story, that wasn't anything that I was really focusing on. I was making sure I took a good, clean picture. Over the time, it became to, okay, let me be a little more creative.
Right.
How can this image or how can I shoot to make this image stand out more? What can I do to draw people to it? One of my favorite pictures was a recent maternity shoot.
Okay.
And in the story in that image was this mother, who is loving this unborn baby.
Right.
So I called her. She's sitting down and she's holding her belly. She's looking down at it. And it's a very emotional picture. But yeah, it's a beautiful moment. And that's, I talked to the mom, and she was saying that was her favorite picture out of the whole shoot. So at this point, yeah, I do try to tell more of a story than I did definitely in the beginning, where I was more so focusing on the technical aspects and fundamentals of photography.
I love maternity shoots for that reason alone. Sometimes we shoot models and the images don't mean nothing except for a post, and then they on to the next photo shoot. But maternity shoots and weddings, stuff like that stuff is really special to people.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I like maternity shoots. But the man behind the camera, the videographer, you tell stories.
Story is very much important, especially doing videography. Without the storyline, you just got a bunch of clips that you just putting together, which will only really catch your attention for the moment. The storyline is what keeps you in tune to the video and makes you want to watch all the way through the end. So I think storyline is very important.
That man got me thinking about storylines to every damn thing now. So I can come to the edge like, I got this video for us. Let's try to put this together.
Right.
So I definitely see it in your work, and you do an awesome job with that. So Giovanni, I know you for many years now, and you always come to me with charitable donations and all these nonprofits you want to work with, this, that, and the third. And I know a lot of your fashion shows have a meaning behind them. So in the fashion world, do you even think it's important to tell a story through your work?
Anything that I put creative direction behind, I want to tell a story with.
So a lot of that is just when you do the creative direction.
Well, it depends, because everything pretty much it depends on how much creative direction it needs. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
let me ask you like this: a client comes to you with a photo shoot. With a client comes to you with a fashion show, and they don't have nothing like that. All they know is they want to do a fashion show. What's your first step?
Getting that vision.
Getting that vision. They don't have a vision. They just want to do a fashion show.
Well, how you gonna come to me without a vision?
Do you create a vision for them?
I can create
You
a
can?
vision, but you have to have an idea of what you want.
Okay, I can understand that. All right, so the storyline is important. Like I said earlier, we all do different things. We all kind of flow a little differently. We got video, we got events, we got portrait photographers, we got fashion show producer. Me, myself, I look at myself as an artist. I don't always tell a story. I think it's important, but sometimes I just create something, hope somebody feels some kind of way about it. You know what I mean? I put some stuff out in the world and let them make their own decision or make their own story behind it. And I think social media plays a big part of that. You know what I mean? Because we see so much stuff going on in social media with COVID and the Black Lives Matter movement and all the riots going on, which Jesse has caught so many dope images here recently.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, I seen something on social media here recently that I wanted to address. Our man Lamar Yaz is backing Kanye West for 2020.
Oh man, I don't take that guy serious, man. I kind of like to troll people sometimes.
He's serious.
You know.
He's serious.
You think so?
Bro, he's been saying it for like 3 years now.
But still, man, Kanye West 2020 for real.
We got 2 Geminis. You're gonna lose
If he jumps on that ballot, you know, the main thing is you can't vote for him.
Can't vote for him.
Can't vote for him.
Hold up, yeah, it's voting for him.
Yeah, I know he's voting for him, but you can't vote for him. You know, you gotta think about it, okay? You know, if you vote for him and you know he's not gonna win, you take votes away.
Right.
You know, so that's my look at it. You know, him jumping into the game, people's like, you know what, that's what I'm gonna vote for. If you do it just because of who he is, knowing that it's a good chance that he's not gonna win.
So you think he's going to split the vote so Trump wins next year?
I ain't saying he's doing it so that Trump wins, but I think that him jumping into it and people do, you know, decide to take action and vote for him, it will definitely split the vote.
He's going to.
Yeah.
But yes, why are you voting for him?
I wouldn't necessarily vote for him, but I understand why he's doing what he's doing. I'm thinking he's doing it from a brand perspective.
Okay.
And just getting himself out there. Like, I don't think he think people really take him serious.
But people taking him serious though.
That motherfucker crazy.
Yeah, man, a lot of people like, yo, I'm gonna vote for him, So, like, there we go, votes taken away.
He crazy.
After I seen him
I love
have that grin and he was right beside Trump and I'm just looking at him, I'm just like, huh?
So you think he don't do it or not?
Well, that's the thing. I ain't seen him in politics. I ain't seen him doing no debating.
But Trump wasn't in politics when he ran, so that don't really mean anything.
But then too, you gotta look at it like, well, who's the option? You got Biden, Trump, and Kanye. So it's almost.
And you know, I love his music. Yeah, but it's, you know, if it was Snoop Dogg that was gonna run for president, I think I would go for Snoop Dogg and Kanye.
I mean, it's a bad situation all the way around.
Right.
But who is the best? Who is the worst about it? Like, who's the best option? Who do you think the best option is? Kanye West?
Nah.
Nah.
I say y'all vote
For
for
entertainment
president.
purposes, man.
Giovanni for president 2020.
But I don't know.
So you think
it's funny to me though.
You think it's a marketing strategy?
I really think because he just did the deal with the Gap,
Right.
and then he just put out a new song. He been talking about doing stuff with Dr. Dre. I really think he's just doing that to garner attention because when he dropped his music and stuff like that, he still had his music is what held him down and it caused him to be who he is. Yeah. But nowadays his music doesn't catch the younger generation like
Right.
He caught us.
Yeah,
And the trolling too.
Say what there?
The trolling too, because remember he was like the original 6ix9ine before there was a 6ix9ine.
Right.
Nah, that was 50. 50 did that
Well,
first.
50
Yeah,
yes,
50.
yes, but Ye is a troll
Jackie
too.
Beats.
Yeah, he
Ye
is.
is
And
a
that's
troll
how I
too
feel
through his
about it.
music.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
troll, yeah.
And I think he's just doing it. He got to go bigger. He's went so big with his trolling that now he has to continuously find something to get that attention.
I got you.
Same way as August Alsina.
But let me ask y'all a question though.
Who?
How you gonna run for president and didn't you just say you had like mental issues like 2 years ago?
Right.
That's why you running for president.
I mean, yeah, I think the bigger the scandal, the greater the chance of getting in.
So,
nowadays.
so do you believe there's no such thing as bad publicity? Do you think it's going to help them overall? And do you think it'll work for us?
No.
Like in the photography world, us marketing, do you think we can do something to get our name out there and it bring us more business?
Well, one thing, all right, so I would definitely say this when it comes down to photography. Having a bad rep or rap definitely can take away from the business.
Right.
Yes.
We know that us being males, dealing with models and things like that, we got to carry ourselves a certain way. And as far as that comfort, you can't lose that. Last thing I would ever want is a female model to say that I shot with MG, this and this, he wasn't professional, whatever. So I carry myself a certain way, especially when it comes down to photo shoots.
Right.
I mean,
True.
I want them to know that, if you shoot with me, I'm going to be professional, I'm going to ask for permission. Let's say I got to fix someone's hair. I ask, hey, is it okay if I fix your hair?
You asked if
Yes,
it's okay to fix their hair?
I ask.
Bad wigs and all?
Yeah, bad wigs, no. I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable, so I'm gonna ask for permission. Is it okay if I adjust your hair? You know what I mean?
Nah, if they come with a bad wig, they probably don't know the wig bad.
I know, but still, you gotta ask too.
That's
Listen,
what the consent form is for.
regardless of the fact that the consent form is to shoot, to touch someone, you ask for permission. I mean,
Nah,
it's a courtesy on my part.
It's a courtesy on your part, but you don't have to ask permission to edit the way you want to edit.
No. I ain't talking about edit. I ain't talking about.
Oh, you mean fix that wig in person? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I thought you meant a Photoshop.
No. I've had to fix some bad wigs. You know what I mean? They
I get you
wig
now.
talking. Something you shouldn't have to deal with.
If they ain't got a mirror, this is what I give them. I give them the selfie mirror.
Yeah, but
You see this? Okay. Yeah. All right.
So just how important is your social media influence? Presence, I'm sorry. How important is your social media presence?
I've had social media for good gracious, since 2008, and it has grown tremendously.
like that beard.
Yeah, like this beard. It has grown potential, and working with that guy, it helped a lot. Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
G is real strong on social media. I mean,
Yes.
some of us are strong on social media
Yes.
than others. I think Yaz can be a little bit stronger on social media.
Yeah, has to pop up
terrible.
like.
I'm
I forgot. I'm sure it's
Right.
Just come out of nowhere.
They just come in, hey everybody, bye everybody.
I've been trying to be a lot more active lately, and I can see the difference in what it's doing for me.
Yeah.
But I used to post, it'd be a month, and it'd be 2-3 months before I post again.
That's what the game is
How
now,
they call
man.
that? The algorithm? Is that
Yeah.
what it's called?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they keep changing it.
Yeah, they change it all the
Yeah,
time.
they change it all the time.
I mean, because I posted a picture up, and I looked at it an hour later, and it was way more than my norm. I try to say, okay, if I get 10% follow to like ratio, like to follow ratio, then the picture was a success. But this picture was beyond that. You know what I mean? I went beyond that 10%. I look at it, a couple hours later, it's at 30%. Next 50%. This picture had almost, as many likes as I did followers. So sometimes IG is like that. You take a picture, you put the right hashtags in, tag the right places, and next the picture blows up. So
Yeah.
I take it as a win. I like for my images to be seen. That's kind of why we do this. We want people to enjoy it.
I want to be able to be seen.
Yeah, if you take a picture and you want to just tuck it over in the corner behind the couch or whatever, what's the point of taking that picture?
Right.
I want people to see it.
Which brings back to a point we were talking about on the Facebook groups. You shoot for the money or do you shoot for the fame?
I mean, why can't you have both?
You can have both, but there comes a time period where you have to choose.
Yeah, definitely.
You have to choose one or the other.
But I
Sometimes.
think that if it comes down to money, okay, and sometimes, all right, this is how I do things. I don't like working a job that I don't enjoy doing.
Right.
Okay, so when it comes to photography, I don't want photography to be work to the point where I'm no longer enjoying it. You know, so it has to be some sort of balance.
But the same breath, sometimes you have to do the job that you don't enjoy doing.
Oh, yeah,
There's types of photos I don't enjoy doing.
Yeah.
But they're paying me.
But yeah, but I mean, that comes to, you know, we got gear, we got things that we need. You know, we got cameras, we got SD cards, we got lights. All that has to be paid for one way or another.
True.
You know, either you're going to pay for it through your regular job or you're going to pay for it doing photo shoots. So yeah, sometimes we will take a job that we don't necessarily feel is as creative as we want.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're going to do it because we know that right there is going to pay a bill.
Yeah.
G, when you first started doing fashion shows, did you start because you just this fly dude that wear Ralph Lauren all the time with all the top brands? Or you started because you want to get paid off of them?
I started doing fashion shows because there was so much violence in the city.
Okay.
And people were going to clubs. When I started doing fashion shows, there was nobody doing fashion shows around here. There was not an established fashion week, nothing.
Right.
And people were going to the clubs out here and getting killed. And I said I wanted to do something where people would be able to come to and leave safe and not feel like they're going to get harmed. They can come, enjoy themselves, and go back home to their families.
So it wasn't about the money.
It wasn't about the money. I actually was watching the game,
Okay.
and Derwin had a house party. That joint was so fried. It was like he had like a red, yellow, green party.
I remember that episode.
Yeah, that joint was dope. And I was like, damn. I was like, I want to do a stoplight fashion show.
Gotcha.
Red, yellow, green. That's where my idea was inspired from. But even before that, I knew that school wasn't for me. I knew I wasn't gonna go back to school. So I met this lady, and she came through to my job. She just had this portfolio of just like certificates, and she was just like, she just had so many accomplishments under her belt. But what intrigued me was the fact that she was able to bring in a portfolio to show me these things.
Right.
That then encouraged me to say, well, let me get some certificates under my belt.
Okay.
And the first one that I went for was event planning 101. And after I got that, I was like, I want to do a rooftop on a fashion show. And
Was that the stoplight show?
no, that was my very first fashion show. It was called Rooftop Fashion Show. I did it at Limelight in Greensboro on the rooftop.
No, I ain't around no more.
Paid $500.
Jesse, you shoot for the likes, or you shoot for the fame or the money?
It's going to have to be on both ends.
It can't be. What if you had to choose? What if you say, hey, right now, I can be famous or I can be wealthy?
And there was another part,
I
you
ain't
know,
wealthy. Money, not wealthy.
you know,
Wealthy different.
after my mom had passed, that really made me jump into photography.
Mhm.
After, you know, I left the Alderman company and all that stuff, and wanted to become a truck driver and stuff, but then what I took from Alderman was what the pictures that I was seeing, I was wanting to portray them. So I bought that camera, I started shooting. I'm liking the outputs and things like that. Then next thing you know, I'm showing them off. The next thing you know, hey, you can show
Nice.
it. I did my first wedding at $80.
That's a deal. That's a deal right there. That's a deal.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously, I did
He's shooting for the fame.
Yeah, that's definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fake price right there. I don't even
you
care
know,
about.
and cause I was like, well, I'm making money, but
Yeah.
let me
Can I ask?
let me down with it a little
long-
bit.
How long did
Play.
you shoot for that $80?
Man, I was on my feet for almost 5 hours.
Oh, that ain't bad. $5.
It wasn't, yeah, it was for a family member.
Alright, that ain't bad.
You know, it
10 hours for $80?
Nah,
He said $80.
but he was only on 5 hours. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
80.
I've done 10-hour weddings before, but not for $80.
and then I did another one. I did it twice.
Okay, we're not talking about this one no more because you pressing me.
I know, right? Because I'm like, boy, I wish I would.
Right. Hey, I was shooting with a T4i
Don't
camera.
nobody know what that means. Yes, money and fame. Money and fame, yes.
I mean, first it was for the fame.
Okay.
Coming from the music world and everything was for the fame. But as it started to move and I realized I could make a couple dollars and realized the potential you could make off of it, you can still get the fame off of it. But I shoot first for the money.
And for the record, mine was for the money.
for the money. See, me, I really honestly think that fame will always keep you paid. If you're famous, they're gonna pay you.
Yeah.
If you're known, people are gonna pay for your services somehow.
Yeah.
Kanye West can never make another record. No more money come in, but he's gonna get paid for being famous. Somebody gonna book him to come promote some clothing. Somebody gonna book him to come sit inside a club and do nothing. Somebody gonna book him for something. He's gonna get paid forever just because he was famous once.
The reason why I feel like the fame is not important is because I feel like once you get to a certain level, it comes with other devils. You feel me?
Yeah.
Right.
And that comes with fake people and fake love.
Right.
And I've experienced it, like when I was doing the fashion show for Duchess.
Oh,
My life.
let's not get too personal. We're going on YouTube here,
No,
baby.
no. You know, but you know what I'm saying though. What I'm saying is that with different levels come different devils.
Me and G, we witnessed that together.
Yeah. So
And
yeah.
who?
That's a story that
I was nowhere near famous, but boy, when I say my phone was not the same, my phone was not the same.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
But more people have started recognizing you and seeing you because of that. Fame brought you a little bit of money.
I had the money before that though.
Look at more money. Alright, so like I said earlier, basically what we had is a roundtable discussion with some of my family here. We're going to do this on a monthly basis. I'm not going to host everyone. Some people are better hosted than me. Giovanni might be a better host. The MC over here might be a better host. MG might be a better host. Jesse not a better host. I can tell you.
Look, I got a speech issue. I'm sleepy.
But look for the next episode. G, give us your social media.
Giovanni Hood, that's on Facebook, that's on Instagram. Find me there.
MG already gave his. Jazz, give me your social media.
Lamar Yaz on Facebook, that's LamarYaz, and on Instagram is Lamar_Yaz_Productions.
Jesse, social media.
Yes. My Instagram is Uncle Jesse, UNKLE _ the photographer.
All right. One more time. MG, give us your social media.
There we go. M. Garris Photography on IG, M.Garris Photography on Facebook.
And I shot with Pam on every social media net platform. I shot with Pam on every social media platform. I shot with Panda Eye Productions is kind of my video thing, even though my video thing is always in conjunction with Lamar Yaz Productions. So if you see Panda Eye Productions, you can see Lamar Yaz Productions there too.
All right, just look below. Okay, there's gonna be links to everybody's.
If I decide to type the links in,
You gonna type
Oh yeah, my Facebook is Jesse Omega Lee Walker.
You ain't nobody backs out, man. You
Right.
backs out. You can't have no more friends.
You done came back to it.
Yeah, I can't even have no more friends on Facebook, but you can follow me.
Look, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Please subscribe to whatever channel this is on. Look for the next episode. We ain't got a name yet, but we might have a name next time. Anybody else got anything? We good.
No, that's it.
Yeah, that's good.